I'm writing a queer, cozy horror, desert fantasy novel in less than 2 years, and I was given $20,000 to do it. However, because it's a scholarship, I had to submit an application, and an application has to have a bibliography. Would you believe me if I said that my bibliography had over 60 citations and it was less than 3,000 words? The application, not the bibliography. Would you believe me that if I said that before my interview, I printed out every single paper in that bibliography and hand annotated it so that I would be ready for that interview? Because that's what I did. Here are a few of the titles and lines of annotations that I did before that interview. Here is my stack of annotations. These are double-sided printed, by the way. This is ridiculous. Scary business, mascot horror as product and reflection of platformization. A paper from the University of Bergen, Norway. This is a paper about mascot horror, and specifically Five Nights at Freddy's, in the way that, you know, it's influenced by YouTube and such. On page 4, I took a section about their setting and narrative, where they define mascot horror. On the page, I wrote, something safe and comfortable turned horror, as mascot horror, as the definition of mascot horror. And so you can experience the joy that I did while reading this paper. Here's one of the images in it. Beautiful. The next one is called Body Horror, a chapter from the book title Body Gothic, published by the University of Wales Press. On page 1, I underlined several things and put a box and said issues in defining genre. And on page 54, I put a little box and left the note, body horror definition. Pleasure combined with horror. Now, you'll notice in some of these I have like the pink sticky notes for my annotations, but I also have these little purple tabs, and those are where I had ideas for the novel, and I jotted those down. Let's find one of those. Okay, on page 56, I underlined a character. I underlined a sentence that says, characters are typically passive spectators of their own dispossession and objectification. They watch their body parts take up a life of their own. And I wrote, Sam and a snake. You have no context for that, and you won't for a long time. The first one was about video games, the second one was about literature, this third one is also about video games. It is called Perils of the Princess, Gender and Genre in Video Games by Sharon R. Sherman. I don't have any sticky notes in this paper, but I do have a section where I underlined a couple of things and wrote on the side, guys want goals, girls want plot. Which sounds pretty accurate to me, so those are 3 of my 20 plus annotations and pieces that I had to read and hand annotate 3 days before my interview. That was fun, but hey, I got the scholarship, so